Deep within the heart of Black Mesa, there were many secrets, and this is just one of them. This is the one and only Zen Portal Gun, and it utilizes technology from the Lambda Complex, of course, where all the portals were being used, and I think you can tell that by just simply looking at the weapon or even the name. Now, in terms of the model, this is really cool. For one, I love the sticky note that says, "Do not forget to cool down." Now, if you bring it all the way out, you can even see there's like a Sharpie written on there that says experimental. So many cool details on this design, and as you just saw, there is a worldview model, which I do love to see. Now, I do want to thank Overwatch Unit Echo 5, as well as Freddy Rocks, for suggesting this in my Discord. If you guys want to have a shout out and have a mod being showcased, go ahead and check out my Discord down below. Anyway, what does this thing do? Well, it has a lot of really cool features. For one, you have an icon, which not a lot of weapons have. For two, you do have that kind of like bringing up animation. I know it looks like just every other animation, but I promise you, most weapons don't have a cool little animation like that. Now, there is also View Punch. When you shoot, you can see the whole screen kind of shakes. We have C-hand support, of course, and this thing does a few different things. For one, it's going to summon a portal, and that's pretty obvious considering the name, but you want to be careful. You do not want to overuse this thing because it uses Zen crystals to create these portals, of course. And, of course, like it says, do not forget to cool down. Go ahead and press the E and R key, and you'll put the weapon down. You'll see now it is cooling, and the crystals are now back to full capacity. The reason why you don't want to overheat it, well, keep watching and you'll find out. Alright, now where does this portal take you? Well, nowhere, because we haven't put the other portal out. Right click is going to shoot out the second portal. Once you have both portals out, left click and right click, I'm sure many of you know where this is going if you played Portal, you can enter the portal and go out the other side. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I crazy, or was that the Black Mesa animation mod we just took a look at? Yes, it was, because this mod has full compatibility with that mod. So I recommend having both of those, and I'll put that video in the top right corner if you guys did miss that. But pretty much it gives you these really cool animations, and of course, as we saw, it worked just fine. There's the other one, and you know what's funny? It looks even better with this weapon. Like, it looks like it was made for this weapon almost, because those are the respawning animations, which I can show off by just, well, respawning. I mean, here's one right here, and these are all really cool, but now we get full compatibility. I don't know, call me a nerd, but I just love when two different mods have this kind of synchronization. Alright, so obviously teleporting is pretty damn cool, and it's very, very common in the Half-Life universe. But what about NPCs? Surely NPCs can be affected by this, right? Well, let's find out. Let's go ahead and see if Odessa will cooperate here with us. And would you look at that? He ended up going through the portal just fine. Now, I do think it's like a one-way. As you can see, you cannot go through the other way. Now, what if you wanted to bring the portals back? Well, if you've played Portal, you don't gotta ask this question. Using the R key, you can simply pull them back again, with animations and everything. Alright, now what about props? Because props are also something that do exist in this game. And... oh. Well, you see, you gotta be careful. And, well, I gotta make sure I cool these down as well. You don't want to shoot the portal at something that is already occupying space, because it's not gonna do much. Let's go ahead and try this. What if we were to move the prop... Alright, well, let's try that again. You don't want to be holding it, because otherwise it's just going to wrap back into your fizz gun. But yeah, you can totally shoot props through it, and it works just fine. Now, what if we had an NPC here? Well, it's not going to do anything. Or will it? What about a crossbow? Now, I got to be careful not to actually shoot him here. I am flabbergasted. I didn't think that was going to work. I've not even tested that. Normally I test a few things in a mod just so I know that it actually works. I didn't think that would work. I mean, it makes sense. The crossbow bolt is technically a physics object when you launch it. It doesn't act like these weapons, which are of course hit scan. That's right, the moment that you do press the mouse button, the damage is instantaneous. Those bullet effects you see, that's just for show. There's not actually any projectile movement. But, of course, with the crossbow, there is, and we've seen a mod that's all about trick shots with this. Wow, that was an old video. Don't watch that. Anyway, yeah, you can totally trick shot with this portal gun, which is crazy. Wait, can I kill myself? Oh my god, I need to try this. Alright, so in order to make this as easy as humanly possible, I'm going to make this absolutely idiot-proof. Let's see if I can shoot this and kill myself. Now, it could be that the trajectory of the bolt comes out askew, and it could also be that I'm just not doing this right, but I don't know where... You know what? Hold up. I need to be in the portal. Hold up. What if we are immune to the damage of our own crossbow bolts? And I swear that I don't have God mode on, so I have no idea why that's not working. Wait. What about a rocket? Okay, the rockets... Oh! No way it worked. Alright, we're gonna try this in a much better fashion. We're gonna go all the way over here because, of course, there's not really a limit to how crazy you can go with this. Alright, so here I have my rocket launcher, and I have Odessa way down there. And don't worry, I did set up a camera just so we could see everything. Let's see if it works. It worked, because I just saw the rocket. Now, if you change the orientation of where you shoot this... It does affect the outcome. That is so cool. So we don't only have a flat 2D portal, we have a 3-dimensional portal that's going to dictate where you're going to end up depending on how you enter it. Now, of course, we're facing this way. What if I were to go in from the other way? Like, what about right here? Will I be facing this way? Indeed I am. That is awesome. We are doing some crazy tests here. I didn't know you could do half of this stuff, so I'm really glad we're testing it now. Alright, he couldn't tell, I absolutely freaking love this weapon. This weapon is so cool. Now, what if we were to try to shoot a portal at Odessa normally? Well, this portal gun becomes a projectile weapon. That's right, this weapon is used for a lot more than just teleporting your coffee cup to your desk. You can use it to kill things, and it does an okay amount of damage. Now, it's not like OP or anything, but... Uh-oh. Well, you see, this is a problem. Because if you overcharge the crystals and you don't let it cool down, something horrific happens. It's almost as if we've opened up a singularity, but it's more than just that. None of this is scripted. That actually happened. I'm sure that many of you know what that was. That was the Nihilanth, and we could also hear Kleiner kind of, you know, doing Kleiner things in the background. Alright, I'm going to overcharge this once again, and I want to see what happens when we don't just let it kill us. Alright, so we can see it's a... Oh. Oh. This does not look good, but I can tell you, look at this. It's actually pulling the doors out. That's so cool. Oh, that is awesome. You can see, like, the silhouette. Oh, those poor birds. They don't even know what's going to happen to them. And here we go. We finally got it to happen. So there is a boss fight with this, and I did have to change map, guys. I'm sorry about that. But we have the Nihilanth, and he is going to have 5 of those attacks. You can see there's his hand, and he has an actual health bar. Like, this is so cool. And then we got the Black Mesa animations. Oh, I am getting completely wrecked. Uh-oh. There he is. Okay, let's see if we can take this out. Heavy ordnance. That's not going to work. Oh my god, okay, so here's one of the attacks. He can summon NPCs. Now, you can limit it to only being a select few, but I think this is so cool to have him have access to the entire pool. Oh my god, here's more. Head crabs galore. We even got ant lions, which is really cool. Now, it's kind of funny they're actually fighting each other. You have to be very quick. And please ignore the performance issues. Wait a second, what just happened to... Oh no, they didn't. They're pitting the bull squid against me, my favorite. Alright, I can't stand for this. There's also so much NPCs. Even an antlion guard is coming after us. So this is one of the outcomes you could get if you overuse the portal. Oh god. Is this the end? It is indeed the end, because when the portal explodes and if you do not defeat his hand in time, everything on the map dies. Alright, now you're probably wondering, well, wait. How do you damage the Nihilanth's arm? Because every time he pulls it back, he just heals. Well, we got the pulse rifle, and I'm going to try my best and to not get sucked in. But I just gotta say, I'm really glad that you guys did suggest this, because this is super cool. Alright, here we go. We did it, I think. And we even get a cool animation where he pulls it back in. Did we win? Oh, it's back. Now, I'm pretty sure all this does is delay the inevitable. I don't know if you can kill the arm, because it looks like he had like a little bit of health left. Yeah, 5 left. But the problem is, he'll just end up pulling his arm right back out and continuing his onslaught, until eventually the portal becomes so unstable that, you guessed it, it completely explodes. And don't try going into it, because this'll happen. And there you have it, my friends, and all I gotta say is, wow, this is one of the coolest sweps I've seen in a very long time. I love the functionality of it being something that you could use to traverse the map with, and to move items or NPCs, but you can also use it as a weapon, and if you're not careful, it'll turn against you. But as always, I'd love to know what you guys think down below, and what you want to see in the next video. Leave a like, subscribe, you know what to do. All the links are in the description. Thank you all so much for watching this, and just make sure that you cool your crystals off. I'll see you guys in the next one, and until then, farewell.